Introducing the challenger and former middleweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. The two-time world champion and reigning super middleweight champion of the world, James Lights Out Toney.
Agree with you, Joe, but it was a good hand. Another right from Toney.
Toney was a dominant force in boxing, known for his old-school defensive skills, incredible counterpunching, and toughness.
Callum. The right hand from Toney. Another right into the ropes.
Coming off notable victories, including his brutal stoppage of Prince Charles Williams and a dominant decision over Iron Barkley, Toney had cemented himself as a pound-for-pound star.
There is no 3 knockdown rule in the IBF, and he's down again, but that's it.
Jones was a generational talent with lightning speed, extraordinary reflexes, and unorthodox techniques that bewildered opponents.
As Jones slams away. The wobbly Harris against the ropes is down.
After vacating his IBF middleweight title, Jones moved up to super middleweight, dazzling fans with his performances, including a devastating knockout of Thomas Tate.
6 punches in round 1. And down goes Tate.
That's it. His corner comes.
Toney vs. Jones fight, which took place on November 18, 1994, at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, was billed as a clash of two unbeaten, supremely talented fighters at the peak of their powers.
James Toney is a devastating body puncher. And we'll see when he starts his assault.
Toney trying to be real indignant, a little bit lower, because he knew Toney was ducking underneath it. So that shows good.
And you believe you can knock a guy out, and I think that's what Toney has in mind.
This first round, we're only halfway through. The other thing is that who's making who do what. And right now, Jones has landed the only.
Good counter left hook there from Toney.
Yeah, he does, but it comes out so quick, and he's got such great lateral, and he somehow finds a way to get out of your way.
Nice grind. Jones the aggressor here in round 1. Which was really just a 10-second warning for the fighters to let them know there's only 10 seconds left in the bout.
He looks the more confident right now.
Well, along with going to the body, he can take.
Is not to look, and there's a beautiful combination all off the glove zone.
Best moment that we've seen a job like the one he put on Barkley. That was something to watch.
Barkley's style is made to order for James Toney.
Good left hook from Toney.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, he just got with a little right hand, Jones did, so you walk into his hands, not his head.
He's 8 rounds 3 times. Everything else has been making past the midway point. And he'll perhaps get a test in that route tonight against Toney. Good lead, left hook.
Just to go to the body against a guy with such quick hands like Roy Jones.
Second round of work. So far, Jones has asserted himself pretty well. Good combination from Jones. Toney into trouble. Joe Moore, is that all you got? Jones says, yeah, I'll take the round with me.
When you can catch him when he comes in. Or especially when you twist him with the right hand, back with the left hook.
And here's a little example of his quickness. There's 2 left uppercuts, 2 left hooks, another left uppercut.
Initially, with the naked eye, it appeared as though when Toney jumped back that he was somewhat staggered, but he was actually just gaining his balance.
Exactly.
And now to the inside, though. Jones, the quicker of the two. Would you agree, Joe?
But Roy Jones came off the ropes when he got pinned there with some beautiful shots back at Toney.
Oh! Big left hook! And down goes Toney! He was caught showing off.
I don't know if he was off balance as much as hurt. I think a little of both, but because he was fooling around.
You know, Jones actually stuck his hands apart as if to get back defensively, and Jones starting to put it together here in the 3rd. A minute gone by. Here comes Toney.
I'm not surprised at the power of Jones at all, but this is what he's got to do, just like that, to make this fight happen and get his counters in.
Could be dangerous, though, against Toney. Good counter by Toney. His best punch of the fight.
But look at street, ring, anywhere you wouldn't want to fight.
So far, it's been all we figured it would be. Jones scoring the.
It's like he's just wrestling with his baby brother. No problem. He's got so much. Look at him. See, looks around. No problem. Confidence.
And look how low his hands are. Toney nearly caught him that time with the left hook.
But you saw it'll work for him tonight as well.
He is so quick. Toney is right now finding out working for him right now. And he seems a bit confused. Or
what's your game plan against Roy Jones? I mean, it's a hard game plan to have. They're both vacant. Look, and there goes Jones. And see, he kind of caught him and pushed him too. They bumped the bodies together. But it was definitely a push. It was a punch, but then the ultimate result was a push. Jones got to work as when he finally does get close to Roy Jones, give more room.
Good left hook.
It wasn't a strong left
hook. Here for 3+.
Just when you think you should watch out for the hook, Jones.
3.5 years, Toney's been a champion. And they're talking to one another now. Good body work from Jones.
He's got to keep his hands in front of him and work. Gets to Toney is when he's got to start punching.
Big shot from Toney, his best punch of the fight. Perhaps the bigger one punch. But he's not really a one-punch knockout artist.
Junior is really amazing. He gets a good right hand by Toney off his
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Toney starting to assert himself. Using the jab and the hooks and the right leads.
Jones's body immediately, not the weight.
Here's Jones. And Jones rallying late here.
Punching it out, punching it out. Right, stand back, stand back, stand back.
Scored by Jones back in round number 3, a left hook.
Rolling with punches. And here's where he's got to come out of that, where you just keep falling behind.
Nice defensive play there.
Threw a left hand to the body and then slid over completely around, not to mention the hand spin.
$1 million+ to take some gate receipts. And there's Toney getting hit with some lefts and some rights. Playing a decoy game, but Jones landing the ball. And they trade inside, and Jones coming back with some offering. And they trade in the middle of this here in the 5th. Toney coming up with some big shots here in this round.
Jones work in hopes of tiring him out a little bit. It's only the 5th round.
He's right here.
Toney can't always wait for that right hand.
Whistling turnaround left hook.
He missed him. Let him rest. You've got to tire out Roy Jones Jr.
Joe, what do you like so far in this one?
Well, the punches he's landed early on, he did more work. And I just think it's been pretty much a sweep for Roy Jones. So
The 6th round, baby. Coming in the 6th.
So Jones right, Toney right, but missed, and then a counter left hook. And here goes Jones to work now.
Yeah, 6 KOs in the 6th, 3 KOs for Jones after the 6th. Looking to make his mark here, not only in the middle.
Use his superior athletic ability. He's got to do something to turn the tide here. And do that. Get rough, go to the bone, Jones, and expose something that he will be vulnerable to.
Toney looking to make some boxing people out there that are watching the fight right now.
Not very much knowledge of Roy Jones, but everyone anticipated this fight so much with a beautiful left hook by Roy Jones.
Toney missing the overhand.
See, even though Roy Jones' hands are down,
the prior 5 or so, but good left hand there from Roy Jones. Jones still.
That's the amazing thing about Roy Jones. Look, threw a left hook, leaned back, didn't get
a great point in this bout.
Look at that, right behind him again.
Toney has to be frustrated.
Of course, that's what got Terry Moore's
deep to the punch almost every time, like right there.
I'd say, hey, you got to really start taking chances at opening up and making the other guy open up.
Goes right back to work with the lefts and rights. Toney getting hit by some big shots from Jones in the center of the ring.
But Toney's never been in with somebody surrounding him. But none ran out of gas and let Toney maul him a little bit. Richard Steele, hey, leave my man alone in the corner. He's trying to work
for the champion as we go into the final 45 seconds of round 7. And Jones, and the more accuracy, or Jones rather pounding Toney. Combination punching. Champion on the rope, Joe.
Well, listen, those punches are taking their toll on James Toney because he just got caught with a lot of them.
Oh, good left hand from Toney and a right at the bell.
Now because he's way behind. Look at that little replay there. We're going to see this left hook land, but it was high on the head of
left hook has been the best shot there, and Toney hurt by that shot. Winging wildly. Some headshots, and they're piling up for Jones, the challenger. He backs Toney up, and this is not a scene that's pounding him to the head with left and right. Toney fires back a right hand.
Especially in the corner there. That was a little shot behind.
Either Toney's tired or he's a good actor. He appears to be a bit worn in the process.
Well,
good work from Jones.
You can see he's not going to get tired. He's done everything right.
As he opens his mouth to breathe a bit harder and gets caught with a left hook right in the mouth.
Can't break up James Toney on the inside when he finally gets to do a little what he can.
Not the referee himself, but...
Well, you know, right now, I would say that, and the fact of the matter is, it should be the corner's job right now to try to help out his fighter and get any edge he can by talking. But he finally gets in there. Ooh,
big left
steal, though. He's getting in the way too much here. He's got to let these guys fight a little bit more.
And that just fired up Roy Jones in the final 10 seconds. A street fight now in the middle of the ring.
He landed quite a few punches in that last round. That was one of the few he didn't land. That's the talking he got to in the corner. Look, you've got an 8. Oh, this thing's
getting late.
Well, I would have told James Toney that 4 rounds ago that it was obvious he has to go in there and just rough him up, open him up.
Things could change not only in the judge's mind, but in the ring itself.
Tell you what, the judge on my side's got it a shutout. If these judges didn't have a big lead for James Toney, man, I'm looking at it from a cornerman standpoint, I'm saying you need a knockout.
The left eye of Toney is swelling. A lot of redness around it. Very slick, Joe. 10-second count.
Well, Jones landed 2 rights and then slipped over to the left side and landed the left hook to the body. He's just...
We're down to our rounds. We got to make our move. We got to close the gap. You hear me?
Yep, Pop.
All right.
Here's the bell for round number 10, and a bit of deja vu in this one. Jones quickly using that.
The ropes and just kind of raised his hands and slithered off the ropes, so it didn't do it early enough. Number 2, Roy Jones Jr. won't adept at turning and twisting. And look, a solid shot off body or head. Look at Toney.
And he may have had 6 meals, Toney, the champion, since the weigh-in.
I think this is the same James Toney we normally see. It's just that he's got a guy in there. I don't think it's the weight so much as this style is just killing us.
You have to love the way that Toney lands a couple, leaves the scene of the crime, then back inside. Even on the ropes, he
looking around the audience. He jumps in with sneaky punches. If not there, maybe Pernell Whitaker is as tricky as this kid.
Closing seconds here of the 10th round. Whistling right hand, a nose of Toney. 6 minutes left for the champion.
There you go. Make him fine. When he turn, catch him, Roy.
6 minutes left here as we go to round 11, and Toney, as he has done initially in every round, is to go after his man. He's really tried. There, a pretty good left hook from Toney.
Trying to beautiful left hook by Roy Jones.
Right hand.
Turns it as long as he wants to be. As long as
when he's trying to duck under a punch. Jones will catch him. Ooh, good smash to the face from the champion, Toney.
And once they do stop, he'll tie you up and then hit you. Look, oh, beautiful left hook. He gets on both sides.
This is incredible to see Toney get waxed.
Toney got hit with a good right hand. I know he's a little stunned, but I know he's going to play possum here and come out of it with something. That Toney was playing a little bit of possum off that good shot.
Jones trading here so far.
Oh boy, how many times has he done that to James Toney? Toney's got nothing on his punches at this point.
To the body and upstairs.
For about 38 rounds.
Of course, everyone's curious about what Toney will do in the final 3 minutes of work.
Got to have this here. We need it. There's no more tomorrow.
I want you to touch him, put them 3 and 4 point combinations on him and go.
I'm on your head.
Let me talk.
Is Jones' trainer, he says, I don't want you to get in there and slug with him, but I want you to keep beating on him, touching him.
But he really didn't want to say it, huh?
No, he didn't.
He has to fight one if he can stay on his feet. All it takes is right down Main Street from Toney, and he could turn the tide. This has been a magical ring for some of the big right hand in the 10th round to knock out Michael Moore, but...
Yes, but he was landing the shots and he was breaking Michael Moore down. On the other hand, Jones was the type of fighter that could pull this type of performance out of his hat. Right hand, Toney came back with a counter.
Oh, a smash! Left hook to the face from Toney. It looks as though it's going to go in the books and upset us.
A winner like James Toney, especially with some of the brilliant things we've seen him do. But here we just saw the emergence of a true superstar in this game. It's Roy Jones Jr.
Jones wants to finish. It's over, and I think it's over for the champion at least.
Well, my hands are so fast, my feet are so quick, until all I had to do was box, move around the ring, box, not take no stupid chances. But I do like to fight, so I sat down with him a couple of times because he's a warrior, and to beat the champ, you got to beat the champ. So
I'll be back.
Yeah,
I'll be back. James, so we'll be back. Watch all our heavyweight.
For the winner by unanimous decision, and new super middleweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.